Setting up a web server involves several crucial steps, each of which requires careful attention to detail. The process typically includes the installation of server software such as Apache or Nginx, configuring DNS settings, setting up a firewall, installing server-side scripting languages, and database management systems like PHP and MySQL, and configuring secure sockets layer, SSL, certificates for secure connections. First and foremost, select a web server software. Apache and Nginx are the most popular choices, known for their stability and wide community support. Installation procedures will depend on the specific operating system you are using. In general, this involves downloading the appropriate software from official repositories and following the setup instructions. With Nginx, you'll need to edit your server blocks, whereas Apache requires modification of its configuration files. Once your server software is installed, you must configure domain name system, DNS settings. DNS is vital, as it translates your domain name into an IP address that the internet can understand. Setting up DNS requires registering your domain name with a provider and pointing it to your server's IP address. This can usually be done through your domain registrar's control panel. The next step is configuring your firewall. Firewall settings protect your server from unauthorized access and potential attacks by controlling the incoming and outgoing network traffic. On a Linux server, this can be managed using tools like UFW, Uncomplicated Firewall, or iftables. Ensure only essential ports are open, such as port 80 for HTTP and port 443 for HTTPS. Following the firewall setup, install PHP and MySQL if your server will handle dynamic content that requires scripting and a database. PHP can be installed using package managers like apt or yum, and you need to ensure compatibility with your chosen server software. MySQL installation involves setting up a database server and configuring user access to it. Finally, configuring SSL is essential for encrypting data transfer between the server and clients, fostering trust and security. Obtain an SSL certificate from a trusted certificate authority, CA, and install it on your server. For Apache and Nginx, this involves editing their respective configuration files to listen for HTTPS requests and reference the SSL certificate files. These steps form the backbone of web server setup, providing the foundation for a stable, secure, and efficient online presence. Proper attention to each phase of this process ensures that your web server will operate seamlessly and reliably.